Eric Ten Hag sacking has been fueled, and I tell you what, there are words crossing left, right, and center, missing out. Those that are going to obviously have the same thoughts colliding all over, and this is the naiveness of people on social media. And this is where Gary Neville comes out, obviously becomes a teacher of all of those pundits, because for a very long time Gary Neville has been really patronizing for the sacking of Eric Ten Hag, and guess what? Recently, he came out and really had a one-on-one chat with Eric Ten Hag. He has gone ahead to change his mind. With people non-fronting stats in here for you, they found themselves in a position of really putting out stories that I think are really very biased, and they're really people that are really acting naive. When I was really doing the match reaction yesterday night, I was told by one of the people that I should look at what Mike Owen has gone ahead to say. And I said, all right, I have all the time. Let me see what Mike Owen has to say. And guess what? His first say was, I've said it for a long time that Eric Ten Hag is not the right man for this job. I've been saying it for ages and ages. He cannot manage the team next season. When you look at what he's saying, I want to pose a question to him. Did he say the same thing to Jurgen Klopp when he came in through? Because if you really look at Jurgen Klopp's winning rate in the first two seasons, I think he never even averaged what Eric Ten Hag did. He picked momentum in the third and fourth season. First two seasons, he was really ruining everything. That is Jurgen Klopp for you. So I hate it when I see people like Mike Owen try to act naive, yet he knows how United has been acting in and out. When you call out for the sacking of Eric Ten Hag, is it the solution? I've always asked people are like, they should sack the manager, Now, is it the solution? A statement has to be made at Man United. And what is that statement? We should find means of obviously sending a message to these players at Man United that do what you want, but if you can't do exactly what the manager wants, we are gonna really get you out. You understand? That for any player who cannot really put in a shift, he's gonna be leaving the club of Man United, and the manager's here to stay. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rekindle. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And here I come to obviously have a chat with you, my people, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. So, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm here to bring you some more thoughts coming in from Mike Owen, and he said, at some point, you've got to make a decision on Ten Hag. They are going to get absolutely hammered by Man City in the FA Cup final. They are going to be annihilated. In fact, Arsenal will smash them to bits at Old Trafford. Newcastle will probably beat them, and I wouldn't even fancy them going to Brighton either. They might not get anything out of the rest of the season playing like that. Now, the problem with Mike Owen is he's not asking himself why we are playing like that. So, Mike Owen thinks if you get Pep Guardiola, right, the best manager in the world, you hand him that team that played yesterday, that he gets results. Tell me which team thrives when it has gone ahead to play almost half of its season without having its centre backs, the first pair. You tell me that if at all Liverpool is not having Virgil van Dijk and Konate for a full season, for a half of a season, Liverpool performs like that. It is evident. Remember the season when this guy went ahead to be out for 6 months. Look at how they performed. That is one of their worst seasons in the recent 4 or 5 seasons. You know, it has been the worst. You get? And even when last season they had him, they looked very bad because they had lost very many players. You understand? So, Mike Owen is talking from a naive point of view. You talk about a manager like Eric Ten Hag, that he's going to be smashed. Who is not going to be smashed while not having his top 5 defenders in the team? Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Harry Maguire, Lindelof are the top 4 centre backs. Are they available? The answer is no. So, Mr. Mike Owen, can you please shut up your mouth? You know, you talk about all this. Did you say this last season? You know, I know football is reactionary, but you need to be overboard. Like many people were saying last season that Jurgen Klopp should be sacked. I told people, why should you sack a manager? Every manager goes through that. We all know that. Ferguson went through it. Wenger went through it. Even Pep Guardiola is going through it right now because Man City is not playing at its best. And they need to rebuild that project again. So, for teams that are really elite with very elite board members, have gone ahead to obviously pass through it. What of Man United, a team that are just going ahead to get in Ineos, and Ineos is trying to obviously stabilize things? Paul Scholes said, there is not actually that many bad players at Man United, is there? It looks like they are not being coached. When it looks like being the manager's fault, it looks like the fight has gone out of them. He added and said, Steve McLaren not touching that team. The manager must not be letting him touch that team because everyone thinks we were a great team that attacked everybody. Man United, but Steve McLaren put sessions on to make sure we stopped other teams getting the distances and angles right. Now, this is where I tell you that these ex-players are really acting like they want to get clicks and be the trend, you know? They want to obviously play onto the minds of fans. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to come out here and really say that Ten Hag should be sacked because I want to really intrigue you. I want to use my head, you know? It's like they're looking for clicks. But for a person outside there who has gone ahead to play a very big role into analyzing Man United for the recent past, I've already told you, we need a clear out, one. We need a new board, it's in place, and we should give this manager a chance. Even if it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when Ineos is in, I wouldn't have gone ahead to say that sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I would have said, let him get a chance under a very well competent board and see how he's really going to put out, or what he's going to put out as his results. But this tendency of people coming out and really calling in for the sacking of the manager because the players are downing tools, it's nonsensical, and I won't really allow it. You know, you have a right to obviously tell me your opinion that you think Ten Hag is a problem, but I want you to back it with facts. You get a manager and let him do what he's doing. For Erik Ten Hag, for his first 2 seasons, he hasn't even reached the levels of worseness that Mikel Arteta and his Arsenal team were onto. Did he get sacked? The answer is no. He never got sacked. So, I feel really bad when these ex-players are really trying to act as mafias to really threaten the manager. But good thing is that our manager is strong and is not threatened, and I tell you, he's having the backing of Ineos. How can someone say that they should sack him to see to it that they save the season? Which season are you saving? So you think us winning UEFA Europa League is something important? It's not. I wouldn't even like us to be playing the UEFA Europa League or Conference League. Let's concentrate on the Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, period. That is it, such that you don't have a bloated squad and we plan for a season where we are only going to be having like players that can really play in the Premier League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup, period. You get? That will enable us to see very many players shown the exit door out of Man United. Jamie Carragher said, this is one of the most poorly coached teams in the Premier League. That is a fact. And I had forgotten to say something about Paul Scholes, that the players are not coached. When Bissaka performed very well last season, when he was brought on, you were like, the coach is really coaching him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer couldn't coach him. Kobe Mainoo, credit to Erik Ten Hag, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, and very many others. And now you're saying it's one of the badly coached teams in the Premier League. Badly coached, it's sat, I think, are we 8th, right? And we are having very many injuries at the club of Man United. So these don't resonate. They don't resonate. How can you coach bad players to be good? Why doesn't Pep Guardiola get out players from Leicester City Championship, get them into Man City, and obviously coaches them, and they win the league? You get? Why does he get in players of 100 million pounds, 80, 70, 60 at the club of Man City? Because he knows to it that you must be having good managers to obviously see to it that things go on as planned. Then lastly, Erik Ten Hag said the players didn't follow the instructions. I didn't say instructions. I said the script and the rules. Professionals should not allow this because they were easy goals. This it's not the first time it has happened this season. So now, if the players aren't following the instructions, it shows you that they're really bad enough to not even do simple things. So who do you blame? And people say, let's blame the manager. The players are like that because the board has gone ahead to allow that complacency to happen. Now, if a player knows that if at all he plays bad, he's going to be sacked by the team and sold, and no team is going to give him the salary we give them, he's going to perform well and listen to the manager. So guys, your thoughts on Ten Hag sacking Fueled are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Erik Ten Hag say Carragher, Owen, and Paul Scholes? May the living to God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye bye.